Hi guys, welcome to another video. So I've actually already edited an intro onto this, so we're going to go intro, and here's another one. So we're going to go intro. But yeah, I wanted to show off something very cool. So one of you guys, Jake, out there in the community was watching like an episode, I think it was 2 parts back, where we had Strago and Realm in the cave with the sentient chest that was running around. Funny moment, and check it out, they've done some fan art. Now, I love this with the whole "I like being fed by old men" quote there. Oh, thank you so much for that. I think that's really cool. As soon as I saw this, I was like, I got to show this off on the intro. So here you are, guys. In fact, I used to watch some YouTubers that would often put like various bits of fan art onto the openers of their YouTube videos. I think that's really cool. And if any of you guys ever make any, I will happily continue to show it off. Just drop me a message anywhere. I think that'll be badass. Anyway, this is really cool. Thank you very much for that. And let's jump on in. Wow. Hey guys, and welcome to another part of Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. So here's the thing. What you're about to watch is all the dragons. Sans a bit. I'll explain in a second. This was originally going to be a part of the previous episode, but I split it in half because the whole thing would have been like 2 hours or so. So this is the second bit, but the commentary is acting as though it's still the previous episode. Hopefully that will make sense. And it's a pretty fun one. This is what I would consider to be the, you know, the super boss section, as it were, for FF6. Let's see how it goes. Okay, yeah, we are going to do it in this episode, and the reason why is because we can't get all the dragons yet. Now, I forgot about this little detail, I just looked this up. 2 of the dragons are in the final dungeon. They're over at Kefka's tower. So, what we can do is... So, there are 8 dragons in total. That's not Kefka's tower. I always get confused. It's this one over here, right? There are... 2 of them are in here. And we can get them at the end of the game, which is, you know, another sign, actually. It feels kind of weird that we went in there and then left, but it feels really like you're kind of meant to be doing a good amount of that. So 2 are there. We already killed... Oh, so that's of the 8, so now we're down to 6. We already killed 1, so there's 5 other dragons, so I think we can do those all now. Now, I've tried to do my research and figure things out. Now, the first thing I want to do here, right, is we're going to go to Albrook. Albrook being very close to us. Albrook we have not returned to, actually, since the year time jump, right? Well, no, I mean in-game, since the real-life year time jump. I don't remember coming back to Albrook at all. It's crazy. But there is an NPC we did speak to when we very first got to the world of Ruin. I believe it's this scholar over here. Well, how did I do for chests at this place? Let's have a look. Q. Tab. We're missing 2 items. Interesting. I wonder what they might be. But this guy here... Oh, no, that's about a martial artist. These guys, homeless, sitting around a drum, a fire drum there. Actually, that's not meant to be a fire drum, is it? I think they're literally just using fire magic to conjure little flames, some heat for themselves. Here we go. Many ancient monsters that had long been sealed away were released when the world was ripped apart. There's the Humbaba, the Death Gaze. These were like story bosses. Even the 8 legendary dragons. It's interesting they're all associated. So he tells you about the dragons. Now, someone else, I think... Let's find another scholar here. I found this passage in a 1,000-year-old text. Here we go. 8 dragons seal away its awesome might. The might of the one called Crusader. I really don't remember reading this dialogue before. But so, here's the thing, guys. We are actually on a quest to get an Esper here. I love this stuff about Final Fantasy. Usually there's like one big ultimate final Esper behind a massive side quest. And I don't know about 1 through 5 if they were already doing a lot of this stuff. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments now. But this is the earliest I've seen this in the timeline, I think. And when the 8 shall fall... The 1 again shall rise. This to me really feels like that final one is going to be one additional boss fight, like a 9th boss fight. Well, I guess all will be revealed when we get the final 2 in Kefka's Tower. But I wanted to start off by reminding you guys of that dialogue. And what I'm going to do now, because I want these 2 items, is I'm going to run around the town and I'm going to do... Oh, well, there was one there. I'm going to do post-commentary until I get the 2 items. I don't know why I was thinking about doing post-commentary here. I mean, this is just me bumbling around the town. There's really not much to say. I did like the music, though. It's kind of a very slow track. You can't get a sense of that with me super speeding the footage, but yeah, it's nice. Oh, check it out. He talks about the Death Gaze. I saw Death Gaze soaring up among the clouds the other day. I'd hate to think what would happen if some poor sod in an airship ran across that thing. Nice. Is that new dialogue? Because you couldn't see him before, could you? There's no hidden doors back there, are there? Oh, God. Hidden items, though. There might well be... I also hear while mumbling to myself, I did go to the shop and buy a couple more golden helms, shields, things that might be useful against the dragons. Oh, here's the guy that made the painting of the Emperor. I finished the Emperor's painting. I did a portrait of him in the end. I had no idea why he didn't like it. I even painted that thing he originally asked for in the background. Anyway, I sure didn't need a painting of the Emperor, so I sold it to a rich man in Shador named Auser. I believe the whole idea there is you can see, like, the Phoenix Magicite or something in the background, and... You know, this was something about how Locke found it and went to the cave. There's a lot of, like, very understated storytelling here. I'm still not convinced whether I think it's really great or not, you know. Oh, I'm thinking that pot. Oh, we already did this pot. We were already in here. Crap. Oh, this is cool as well. On the day the world was shattered, debris gravitated to the center of this continent from all over the world. That's what's formed Kefka's Tower. I really don't know what Kefka's Tower is going to be like, but from that, I'm going to guess it's a bunch of crazy different biomes and things. That explains why it looks so weird on the map as well. Oh, that clock. Ah, it did have an item, but we already got it. Oh, nice. You can interact with the fire and it hops you back. That's cool. Wait, hold on. Is this leaving the town? It's not leaving the town. Oh, my God. Oh, and it was right there. Wow. So have we never been back here during the World of Ruin? This dock area? This was a cool little bit of story here. Oh, my God. Can we go on the boat? Oh, my God. Look, all the Magitech's still here and everything. Jesus. Okay, this was hidden. I was so sure that this was going to take me out of the town. Wow. Nice, and a teleport stone is okay of a reward. I mean, not really. Come on, we can cast teleport for ourselves. Right, okay, so let's get on our quest to hunt the dragons. The first thing I want to do is look at our builds. So I have everyone set up here with what my end game setup is going to be. Here's the group I've gone with. Terra, I was almost positive I wanted because she can trance. Which, I don't know. And she's a cool character in the story. So, I wanted Terra, I wanted Setzer for the crazy dice combo, I wanted Mog because the Dragoon thing is a very cool combo. The final slot, to me, is kind of a flex spot. For a long time, I imagined it to be Locke. You know, it kind of felt like the main character originally and all that. But also, the stealing affiliation. I think he's got some cool dual-wield combos. But, as far as stealing is concerned, you know, now that we've seen Metamorphose... when's it called transmogrify? It's like eat in one of them, isn't it? Eat in 9 or something, you consume people. Anyway, since we've seen that, since we've seen the Colosseum upgrade, since we got all the chests, I'm not actually that enthused about stealing at this point. You know, we could have done Strago or Realm or something, but this I feel like gives us a cool mix of physical attackers, magical attackers, you know, miscellaneous niche attacker, and then a guy that seems physical but is magical. I don't know. And we get kind of a frontline, backline thing. I was very close to putting Edgar in as well for these. I don't know. So I've gone with Sabin. So here's their actual build. Well, first also, I've set up their Espers. I've given Terra Phoenix for a quick res if we ever need one in any of these difficult fights. Also, we would get to see the cool animation. Setzer is just learning Midgårdsormr. I don't really have an important Esper on Setzer because I imagine I'm going to be rolling the dice as much as possible with him. Phantom on Mog, because I think Phantom is actually quite useful in several of these fights. Which we'll get to. And then I have Alexander on Sabin. Again, this is not planned or anything. This is what he was stuck with. I really feel like he doesn't have an associated Esper, you know, like so many other people seem like they do. I don't know, let's just give him Bahamut, because at least he'll learn something from that. We could give him Raiden for, like, the speed up thing. And Raiden is currently on Celeste. There you go. And we can cast Raiden or something. Not that it's really going to do very much. But there you go. So that's my Esper setup. As for equipment, well, here we go. So I've given Terra the Enhancer, which increases her magic strength. The reason I've done that is because she no longer has earrings on her relics. So she doesn't get, like, that buff. So I'm getting it from the Enhancer, I guess. Not that it's really the same, because this is raw magic stats rather than like a 25% flat buff or whatever. But anyway, she's got the Soul of the Master double cast Celestiad combo here. Also, did I finish Raiden off on her? I did! And she has Quick. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do... Yeah, look, here we go. Allows the target 2 actions each turn by stopping time for everyone else. I'm going to try to do Quick, Ultima, Ultima. And I believe that will cost 4 MP for a triple cast Ultima. Might be the way that works. I'm really excited to do that, okay? So she should be pretty cool. And then the rest of her gear is just like what Optimize came in on, frankly, which apparently is the Genji gear for her. So congratulations. I'm sure Sabin would have quite liked that too. Setzer's build is the fixed dice. Now, I could have done dual wields. But since we don't have 2 different fixed dice to do the 8 attacks in a row, instead I've gone Master Scroll for 4 attacks plus Miracle Shoes, because I think Miracle Shoes are really cool. And actually, I don't really have them much else on this comp, so I've gone with the Miracle Shoes here. Also, I have read stuff online, like, if you do a double fixed... I guess you would have to tear it up in the Colosseum somewhere. But if you do, like, double fixed dice plus Miracle Shoes, it's like, Setsu can end battles in, like, 1 turn. In, like, the GBA edition, where all these dragons come back in later forms, like, there's multiple versions of them in the GBA edition. So I don't want to totally cheese this or something, so I'm doing the Miracle Shoes. So, yeah. Then I have Mog for the Dragoon stuff, and hitting Optimize a second ago gave him the Holy Lance, which is now our best spear. It's got a crap ton of damage on there, and sometimes casts Holy, but I think by putting the Dragonhorn build on, it will take that chance away, I think. Or maybe only the Master Scroll takes that chance away. Obviously, you can't do Master Scroll and Dragoon Boots for jump and Dragonhorn. If you could have all 3 of those, that would be so many attacks. That would be 12 attacks, right, wouldn't it? Because it would be 4 times 3. Anyway, and then the rest of him is just optimized. Now, we have these shields, like, we can change them for different resistances and stuff. And then finally, we have Sabin, who's kind of the wildcard slot. Second Miracle Shoes here, so both of the ones that we farmed for are good. Hero's Ring for the other slot, because... I mean, we could put Ribbon on this slot as well. Some of these guys do status us. We might have to swap those in and out. Optimize gave him the Tiger Fang. We haven't actually seen this yet. Attack plus 215. That's a huge, huge weapon. Long fighting claws sharpened to a razor's edge. He has the Ice Shield. So there you go. So that's my team. And we're going to go hunt some dragons. Now, the first dragon I want to go to... You know, this airship looks so cool on the world map, like an actual Zeppelin style, but you don't really get that impression when you're actually on it. I mean, you kind of do. Right, the first one I want to do is the first one I ever found, and apparently, as well, at that, is kind of an easy one, which I don't know whether that's disappointing or what, because we got destroyed by this thing when we saw it before. I believe the first one we saw was at Nash, okay? I called it Spyro the Dragon. I had no idea what it was. I went in to fight it, and it used an ability called Absolute Zero on me and just destroyed me, which was horrifying. So I'm going to head on up. It's quite a lot of walking through the caves and stuff, so I'm probably going to cut, and we'll see what we got. But of course, more opportunities for the game to throw test riders at us. What is this? Oh yeah, we're probably going to be spamming Phantom Rush here, which if I can queue it, will be quite nice. There we go, look, we got Trance, Dual Cast. Man, if she trances and then triple casts, like, even just fire, I wonder if she'll do 999, 999, 999, 999. Here we get a Heavy Lance. Right, yeah, and really, this video is going to be very long, so I will cut the other fights out. I'll see you guys in a sec. Oh, yeah, actually, while we walk, to talk a little bit about the blue dragon, who we already killed at. He always gets tricked here. You've got to take a right straight away. I finally learned how to get through this cave instantly. The blue dragon, who we already fought, you guys might be interested to know there were some mechanics there. He has this ability, so he uses like a lot of water type attacks. We saw those. But he has this ability called Rippler. Rippler's really interesting. What it does is it swaps his stats with yours. So I think he does something weird where he like casts slow on himself, and then he uses Rippler, and that's going to give you slow, and him whatever you've buffed yourself with. Which is fascinating. And when I think about like Final Fantasy Endgame and some of the other games, you know, where stuff like the Miracle Shoes are so strong, that's super powerful if you end up giving your enemy haste and if you end up giving them protect and stuff like that. And actually, here's the weird thing. Rippler is coded in the AI in this game. He will only ever use it on someone with haste. So people kind of recommend with that boss, don't use haste because it will bait him into using Rippler. And the AI isn't sophisticated enough to use it in a bunch of other ways, which is a real shame, actually, I think. But Rippler is kind of like super buggy and crazy. It takes your statuses, and I mean all statuses. So like if you trance first with Celeste and then he Ripplers her, he will take trance. He will start doing insane damage to you because he has trance. But the craziest one is Shadow. If you bring Shadow to that fight, right? Remember Shadow has, or Realm, has this thing where Interceptor will sometimes counter, kind of like an extra perk. The way that's coded in the game is that's actually technically another stat. A status, sorry. It's like an unlisted hidden status. here's the thing. If he does it to Shadow, he can take Interceptor away. He can take that status, and he'll start fighting with Interceptor, which is amazing, but it's clearly unintentional because he won't just take Interceptor. If you then beat him, he will take Interceptor. Oh my god, it's like hunting me. He will take Interceptor permanently. Shadow will forever lose Interceptor and won't get him back because there's no like back-end code that says, you know, if Interceptor stat isn't there, reapply. So you'll just lose it forever. So it's definitely not recommended to cast haste on Shadow in that fight. So there you go. I thought that'd be quite interesting. And well, here we go. Here's Spyro. I guess I heal a little bit, and we don't feel bad about Kiraga anymore because 1 MP costs. But she only has 250 MP here, but I really don't care. It's fine. I guess let's just go for it. Here we go, Spyro. The rematch. He's so small, man. The Ice Dragon. All right, I'm just going to hit Q to Phantom Rush. Attack with Mog. Oh, God, we're frozen. Well, so why wasn't Mog frozen? I guess maybe because he has some fire gear on him. Or maybe because I didn't put a ribbon on him. He has no relic slots. We might want to do that. We might want to swap one of these miracle shoes into a ribbon. We might also be able to Azuna or cleanse them all with him now. So let's see. Northern Cross missed us. Ah, well, we're all frozen now. Oh, God. This is just like the other fight at the Colosseum earlier. Absolute zero. Is this going to do a bomber damage because we're frozen? Oh, my God. It did so much less this time. Look at how good that regen is as well. This is exactly the same as at the Colosseum. Yeah, so apparently this guy is one of the easiest dragons. There's not even that much advice about it online here. Basically, they say just try to protect from frozen. There we go. We're clear of it. And hit him with, like, fire spells, which is what I will do with Terra now, because I queued an attack on her a second ago. So let's hit Q until we see her. Here we go. So I'm going to dual cast. How's this going to work? I think what we do is we do... I mean, I could do Flare. I could do Ultima. I don't have to do fire damage. Well, let's do fire damage just because playing it how it should be done. So if we do Fire Arga first and then Quick, what exactly will happen here? I've lost control of everyone else. So there's Fire Arga. 99999. She blocks with a shield. He's countering, I guess. Then here's Quick. And now we can dual cast Fire Arga again. Now that's not gonna... The auto battle is not gonna work for that combo, right? But there you go. So you can see now, even as a mage, we're able to cheese out multiple packets of... Ah, he's dead already. Oh. Oh, well, there you go. We are clearly a lot stronger. You know what? I'm actually fine with that because I was really worried that I was going to attack once with Setzer and it would be over. We get a force shield. So, all the dragons have got cool loot drops. We'll do it this way. And, like, some of the best gear in the game. So here's the force shield. I'll let Black and White me explain a bit more. A shield that halves damage from multiple elements and gives auto shell, which is pretty cool, actually. Magic defense plus 70, magic evasion plus 50. Is that actually going to pop up on optimize now? No. Ultimate weapon will there, though. So there you go. There's the force shield. I don't know whether it's necessarily the best shield, but... yeah, it's kind of hard to declare a best shield in this game because they're also like utility, like one does one thing really well, the other does another thing really well. But what I can tell you is in terms of just raw magic defense stats, this is like plus 70, it is the best just for that. Then also because it gives you auto shell, halving the damage, and because on top of that, it's halving elemental spells as well. So you're cutting it a lot. On 3 levels, you're cutting it. So it is kind of insane. And as well, you know the curse shield we have? If we break it, we get the Paladin's shield. If you bet the Paladin shield at the Colosseum, what do you get? You get this. So in that way, you might think it's like at the top of the chain, if you like. It's weird to think that this dragon, the easiest of the lot, would still be alive after you've already got Locke, come back to Nash, which remember is in the vicinity of the dragon, found the shield, learned to break the curse on the shield, and then bet the shield as an alternate path. You know, you're going to kill this dragon first and get one. But I suppose if you want lots of force shields, that would be another route for you. Basically, they all drop cool loot. Now, I actually don't know what a lot of it is right now, and the reason I don't know what a lot of it is because on Wiki, they've got like the 3 different eras of the game. They have like the original and the Pixel remaster. They have like the PS and GBA release, and then they have like the original Steam release, which has been on this or something. They all seem to have different names, or different items, or different localizations, and I just thought, you know what, let's just play it and see. So there you go. So there's the Ice Dragon. Next we got the Phoenix Cave for the Fire Dragon, and of course they put the Fire Dragon in the Phoenix Cave. How cool is that? So let's return. Now it was where the mountains form a star, right? Which totally means this place. Oh, and we've got to form the two teams again, don't we? That's interesting. Oh, God. Do I have to do the whole puzzle again to get down? Yup. Maybe we should have tried to fight him when we were in there. I mean, it was still a bit of a struggle down there. This place is a little bit scary, you know. Who should have my B team be? Is there any point leaving this commentary? And let's go Cyan, Edgar. Oh, I instinctively put Locke in there. Look at that. That's crazy. No. Sabin is on the dream team here today. Let's go with Gao and Shadow. I like this combo. These guys all feel like they have nice associations here. Wow, look at this. I only have one of the female characters loaded in. Mind you, there's a lot of like... this game's a bit of a sausage party, really, actually. Because I assume Umaro is a boy. Anyway, all right, here we go. So let's move in. That's cool, seeing Terra and Cyan next to each other. And I'm going to try to get to what is essentially the bottom of the cave, right? Oh, I forgot there was this exterior screen. See you guys in a sec. Oh my god, we have to do the whole thing. Oh my god, look, he's right there at the start. You can see him. I don't remember that when I first visited here, he wasn't just blatantly there, was he? I don't think he was. I remember being on this bridge and getting confused. There was no dragon on the left. Was I just totally blind to that? Both in the original playthrough and in editing? I think not. Oh, nice. I gotta say, that whole time I was really concerned I had the wrong party in the wrong slot, you know. And I also have to say, you know, that dungeon's really quick and easy to get through. Really quick and easy. Basically, this tip is not going to matter. It's out of place and whatever. But listen, here's my advice for getting through this. Just walk. The first time you see a button or anything ever, just stand on the button, swap parties, and just do the most linear, most obvious thing always. Actually, I guess the moving walls, if you don't know where they're going to move, you're going to get tripped up first time. But yeah, armed with that knowledge, you should be okay. All right, cool. So here we go. We have the Fire Dragon now. The Red Dragon, I should say. They all the name of the dragon is not the same as the element every time, just to be clear. So, for this guy, the main strategy, he just throws a bunch of fire spells, so put fire resists on if you can. The main strategy, actually, okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to dual cast Blizzaga. And we won't do anything too much more fantasy here. He looks amazing, by the way. It's and then Setzer will do an attack. For Sabin, though, oh, he's out of MP. All right. Maybe we'll do it with Mog. Bio. Like, so each dragon, as we go through this, each dragon seems, as far as I can make out, to have a specific, like, one stat they're weak to. Oh, my God, he's dead as well. Wow. They all have, like, one stat they're weak to. So, like, Bio for this guy is quite good. There you go. Sabin learned quick. Thank you, Sabin. Oh, we get the Murakumo. 5 dragons remaining. Oh, we're getting the pop-ups. Oh, 5 dragons remaining. We get the Murakumo this time. Yeah, and I noticed, by the way, I had been saying the name of this weapon wrong the whole time. In this very episode, because I've already edited that earlier stuff before this dragon section. No, you've been overruled. It's the new episode now. But yeah, last part in the Colosseum, I was saying it wrong constantly. So yeah, anyway, I figured I'd just keep letting myself mispronounce it until, like, way later where I can correct myself and never make the mistake again. Because I could have done one of those little black and white sections where I said, oh, guys, look, I'm saying it wrong, but I didn't want to draw anyone's attention to it too early. Yeah, anyway, yeah, bio on that guy. Down he goes. Did we get a really high roll on Setzer there? I'm not too sure. Let's hit the abilities. Teleport out. We can teleport out, right? Right? Wait, do you not have teleport? You do. Ah, and we can't. Damn. All right, well, I'm going to have to walk out. I will see you guys for the next dragon, which is the Storm Dragon. Can you guess what element that might be? Now, I believe if we just keep going... Wasn't there an exit? I remember reading about this on Wiki. There is a sneaky bonus exit that was added, I think, here in the Pixel Remaster. Might be fun to look at. Oh my god, see, look at that! Look at that! I just have everything instantly done for myself. This is just crazy. Right, see, so you see that flickering red star up there? Last time we were here, Locke had opened the chest. This was where Phoenix was. And we did the fight or whatever it ended. This red exit point, you know, usually these are blue. This is newly added, I think. And it's specifically to help you leave when you get down here, instead of reversing and, like, unwinding the whole coil of the puzzle, I suppose. There you go, nice. We couldn't teleport out of there as well, I guess because of the split party thing. Is that what a part of that bug is that gives you the two parties, or, you know, take people to weird places? Anyway, there you go. So, right, the next one is the Storm Dragon, and you might think, well, that's going to be lightning. It's actually not. You know, back to the now lifted Serpent's Trench. The Storm Dragon is wind element. So you want wind resistance. Remember, wind is a separate thing to lightning. And I think that's always good in an element system for a game. I actually love seeing, like, the primitive stuff that this game has for its element systems. Like the Earth Dragon we'll fight used to be called the Dirt Dragon, funnily enough, which just does not sound very good, but, you know. All right, so we're going to climb. I think it was the first room on the side, right? This place is obviously scary as well. And I don't have any reflect rings equipped. And Setz is the only one in the party now. What? And he can only cast magic? I'm just going to try and flee. Oh, no. Can't run away? What do you mean can't run away? What at all? Oh, I think we should go game over then. Okay, no, I got an idea. Here we go. Oh, I was going to throw a Magicite shard. What if we got Raiden? Actually, can you get Odin? Even after having unlocked Raiden? Actually, it wouldn't make any sense for a Magicite Shard to give you either of those guys if you haven't met them in the story yet, right? Because they're petrified. Anyway, just a bit more of the game's balance there, and these magic ladies being a lot more dangerous than even some of these crazy endgame bosses. Okay, I'm going to equip my stuff and just meet you guys up there. This thing where you end up with just one party member after the Phoenix Cave, that's happened multiple times. No! Did I just unequip everything? Oh, no! So actually for here, I'm going to equip the Force Shield onto Terra here. What's cool about this being auto shell is I tend to think of auto status being associated with the relics, but no, you can get it from the other slots. So she now has shell, which is really good. This will hopefully protect us as we climb. I'm thinking that Terra can just double cast Ultima and get us through any fights on the way up. But you never know. Well, here we go. We'll see, won't we? So there we go. There's our 2 MP double Ultima turn. Not against a dragon. Now, because of the way this targets everyone, it's unreflectable. And it will just pierce them. And it'll blow them up. Always one of the nice things about Ultima. Now, is it? No. This was the... It would have been cool if they had... That was the Edgar's last tool in there. It would have been cool if they had put... one of the dragons in one of those rooms. It's not in the lower area of the tower. It's funny, on returning to the tower here, it really struck me just how much spinning around these paths you do. It's super cool to come back here and be using Ultima for ourselves, knowing what this boss did to us. I mean, think about this. Imagine coming in the first time with Ultima, with re-raise ready. You'd slaughter the place. Or was it this room? No, it wasn't even this. Oh my god, it was really high up the tower. Oh. I don't know why I'm so panicked, honestly. Like, Terra is destroying these guys. We're even getting preemptive strikes. Oh, we're poisoned. Oh my god, do you know what I've just realized? I've realized I've messed up here. I mean, is there any reason to use items at this point? I've realized I've messed up. I thought we were going to the wind dragon. The storm dragon who does wind damage. But we're not actually. It's the holy dragon in here. The wind one was the one at Mount Zozo, so we'll swap those. It doesn't really matter. We gotta hunt them all down regardless. Nice, death missed, thank God. Oh, break did not. We're petrified. Very handily. All the enemies here are below 999 health, so we can just sort of plow through them. Oh my god, so many Ultima casts on the way up here, and her MP is still fine. All right, here we go. So this one's the Holy Dragon. Oh my god, and he just walked in! I was looking at my other monitor, and he just came running on in. Okay, visually, I think this guy is just a recolor of the red dragon we fought a second ago, but wow, he looks badass. I love the silver. All right, okay, so obviously, the big trick here with the Holy Dragon is special in a billion different ways. The big trick here is, because we're in the Cultist Tower, we can't use regular attacks, so actually Setza's kind of useless here, unless we want to throw Magicite, or summon Espers, which I guess we can do. Should we use Midgardsormr against this guy? That might be kind of fun. So we'll do that. For Sabin, unfortunately we can't Blitz. You know, Blitz is technically not doing physical damage. I think I'll throw a Magicite Shard on him. There we go, 1,000 damage. We're kind of relying on Terra for this one. This one's probably going to be one of the harder ones. So dual cast, I'm going to do the full quick combo this time. So he's holy, so he's not necessarily... got a weakness, I think, right? Yeah, actually, Wiki says this guy has no weakness, unlike the other dragons. But to compensate, he actually has the lowest HP of them all. There's also kind of a funny thing here where you can reflect his holy spell. So if you put reflect on yourself, the AI spends a bunch of turns just trying to dispel your reflect. So reflect rings, which make you immune, means the fight's kind of free. So Ultima is going to be my spell of choice here. So what do we want to do? We want to do Ultima first. What if I double cast quick? Will I get 4 turns? It won't queue it that way, will it? Will it remember? If I double cast quick, will it go quick? And then double, and then I can queue in a double cast because time froze. And then will it remember and go back to the other quick that I had originally double cast? I doubt it. So I'm going to say that this is the way to do it with the 3 Ultimas. Maybe some super FF6 nerds can tell me that. So yeah, we go Ultima, quick, Ultima. In fact, hold on, isn't there a crazy loop here? What if I do quick Ultima again? Ultima, quick. Hold on, can't I just freeze time forever? No way, this won't work. I can't believe I didn't consider that until now. Oh, he's dead. Oh, we don't get to see. Hold on. If I double cast Ultima quick, then he can counter after the first Ultima or whatever, time's moving. But then we're in quick, so time's frozen. So then I just double cast again. Ultima quick, and keep time frozen forever? Well, there you go, that's the Holy Dragon. The Holy Dragon is really cool, guys, for a very weird way, and that's this. Do you see how we killed him? And we get the Holy Lance, cool. By the way, if Mog could have attacked there, he would have been terrible, because he would have just been doing holy damage, I guess, or having a chance to proc holies, maybe, and just healing the thing, which wouldn't have been good. But usually, you get the item from the actual victory screen. Now, why have they given us the item like this? And this is one of those weird things where it's like, sometimes this game seems to really understand what's going on and it's very carefully balanced. So, for some reason, I don't know why, but of all of these sealed dragons, one of them appears on the Veldt after you beat it. And it's this one, the Holy Dragon. For some reason, if we go to the Veldt now, we would have to gamble on a hell of a lot of different enemies. I think there's some logic, like... if you find a Behemoth on the Veldt, then the next one's going to be the Holy Dragon. This thing can actually appear out there. And what does that mean, by the way? That means Gao can get a rage from it as well. There is a Holy Dragon rage. You can leap over it, and then you could take that into Kefka's Tower if you like. Unfortunately, I think Holy Damage is really bad in there. It's either really good or really bad, but I think it's really bad. I guess we'll see on the next episode. But, yeah, so he appears on the Veldt. I don't know why just that one dragon does versus all the others. But since he appears on the Veldt, the devs didn't want you being able to farm Holy Lances by repeatedly killing him, since now he's essentially a random encounter, and they want the Holy Lance to be this big special thing. So instead of he drops the Holy Lance, it's a scripted event to give you a Holy Lance separate after the death of the boss. How wild is that? Like, they're really careful and tight about that, which is just insane to me because, first of all, how many players are going to be going back to the Veldt to grind all that stuff when they're at this point? I mean, maybe you kill the Holy Dragon really early in your playthrough or something, but then, you know, you're gambling on so many mobs in the Veldt. There's so much stuff that you have to, like, wade through to even find one, so it's not like it's practical. Not to mention that the Colosseum's a good way of getting the Holy Lances, so I don't know. Anyway, 4 dragons remaining. A lot of weird stuff about the Holy Dragon. And let's move on now to the one I thought we were going to do. We have to go to Mount Zozo, which is also going to be kind of annoying to get. Can we teleport out? It's also going to be kind of annoying to get to because we've got to get through the town and then up into the cave. No, teleport is not available again. Why can't we teleport out this one? Why can we never teleport anymore? Hold on, it's not just a terror thing, right? Because of the Celestiad or something, I don't know. No, it's just not allowed. No, the irony now is failing on our way back down. Okay, here, what's she going to do with the auto battle? Is she going to do ultimate quick, ultimate quick, ultimate quick while I'm just on queue? That would be amazing, right? She can auto freeze time, spamming ultimate and just win for me, and I don't even need to do anything. Also, hold on, can I not throw an item? Can I not throw a teleport stone? No, I can't do that either. Oh god, we're automatically throwing Magicite shards. Well, that was quite cool. We got break on 2 of them and just instantly petrified them. Who was that summon? A boar? I guess thankfully the cave at Zozo in the mountain is actually really short. It's like the one screen, right? And the dragon was right there. So it's just a matter of getting through, and we've already done the rust stuff, so it should be fine. Straight in here, right? And upstairs. Left door. Nice, yeah, we're here already. Oh, yeah, but we can't jump over these bridges. It was a little bit more complicated than I thought. Oh, yeah, the mugbears. So weird to see him hit 9k and then, like, 182. Love that build. No, no, Sabin, stop throwing these. Oh, that was Maduin. Nice. Okay, we have to turn that off. I mean, it's kind of a fun vibe, actually, and it's a way to finally get a bunch of Esper spam going. I think we're still not going to see that Phoenix animation because, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to die to this dragon, actually, honestly. Actually, there's a whole other problem which is going to stop us being able to cast that Phoenix. Maybe you can already guess it. It's to do with Terra's gear. Actually, hold on. Am I misremembering? Maybe it is far away. Was it not in this original cave? Oh, yeah, I think it's not, isn't it? Isn't it in, like, the deeper one, like, further up? I think I'm misremembering and we do have a bit of a walk. Yeah. Well, no, not really. Because we're going to have this one encounter, cross the bridge, go into the cave, and then there's the dragon there. And if you watch this closely, the dragon's actually just going to run at me the second I transition. Imagine this happened the first time we got here. Oh my god, it was there instantly. Wow, okay. Oh, he's good. I like how they do actually all have different designs. This guy's very gothic looking, isn't he? Okay, so we will Phantom Rush. Well, let's just see. Here we go. So Phantom Rush, double Ultima. So this guy's the wind one, right? So actually, he counters a lot. So the idea is he's fast, he sweeps in, he does a lot of damage. See, there's a counter straight away. There's actually a condition. So she did Ultima Quick, and then she's going to do Ultima Quick. And he's getting counters in, but is that all he can do? This is nuts. Oh, it misses. I see. Nice. There's a little bit of code in there that means that it's going to miss. Okay. She's still destroying, though. I mean, look at this. There is a combo here where he can use Cyclonic, which is like, you know, it's like Quake. It's just massive. Like, it's like 75% damage to all of your health bar. And then if he follows it up with like an arrow, like an AoE cast wind magic thing, he can do like a 1-2 combo on you. And again, I think if you play this game on like low level runs, you can see clearly how like low level runs would work with this game, right? Because it's all about the relics and stuff. Sort of like a no sphere grid challenge, stuff like that. Yeah, he can just kind of wipe you all in a big combo. So I think that's the biggest fear with this guy. Now, that was the Storm Dragon, but he's Wind Element. Later, we will have the Gold Dragon. That's going to be in the next episode, who is actually the Lightning Element. So, yeah. Also, another strategy against that guy is you can cast Rasp on him. He doesn't really have too much MP. So, if you do that, you get rid of the chance for Cyclonic at all. If I was redoing, if I knew this game, if this wasn't like a semi-blind playthrough, I probably would have tried to kill these on my first time through before we got too power crept. Here, by the way, I missed this. His drop is the Force Armor. We actually already had Force Armor. We got it as a pickup from a chest over in the Cultist Tower, ironically where we were a second ago. It's a lot like the Force Shield, but it doesn't quite go as far as giving you the auto shell. It just cuts elemental damage down by half. I don't know if that affects stacks with the shield, so you've quartered it, and shell on top, and high magic resist on top, which is nuts. There's nothing in the game that does that much magic damage, as far as I can tell, that would actually mean that that's relevant, but it's a cool combo if they stack. I know, you might be thinking of the guy at the top of the Cultist Tower who casts Ultima on us, but remember, that spell penetrates all these defenses anyway. You know, for a lot of these drops, these items, they appear later in the other anthology games. This one basically is only in this one. As far as main series stuff is concerned, you know, there's these weird ones, Record Keeper and Final Fantasy Explorers and Brave Exodus. I'm not counting those. But there you go, 3 dragons remaining. That leaves us with just one more. Now, let me ask you guys, do you remember? We can finally teleport Stone out. Where the last one is? Maybe you've been playing a little game as we've been going along, trying to remember each one. Well, I've saved this one for last, what I actually consider to be the best for last. See, all these dragons, they don't really have any story. They're just sort of flying around doing whatever. But it seems to me that Square were trying to do a story with at least one. And it was this one down here. Maybe this was the first one that they did. I don't know. Here we're going to be doing the Earth Dragon. This is the Dirt Dragon in the original. And it's at the Opera House. And this is the only reason for the Opera House to exist now, with this extra little bit of story. Stay away from the summoner. And, you know, there's dialogue about it. And everything, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I wonder if they had plans like this for all the dragons originally. And in fact, there's a lot of cut stuff about the dragons you guys might be interested to hear. You remember how when we were fighting the Death Gaze, I said that there were, like, lots of ideas about... So there he is, he's down there. There were lots of ideas with the Death Gaze in terms of, like, when you status him, he'd do different stuff and whatever, and then it kind of all got cut. Similar thing with the dragons. There is a huge feature with these guys. Unused data with these guys that you can find, like, if you mine the SNES version, which is basically battle dialogue. As you're fighting them, the idea is that they call each other into battle. So maybe you're fighting the Wind Dragon, the Storm Dragon, you do a bit of damage, and then he says, go, Fire Dragon, and the other one, like, comes in to help somehow. So, like, they have text that says stuff like, the Storm Dragon is undergoing changes, and the Dirt Dragon got mad, and the Skull Dragon lives on in magic power. And nobody really knows what any of those mechanics were supposed to be, or how they work, or anything. Did we come in here before? Hello, he's going to let me through. Don't touch the wrong switch, or you'll be in for a nasty surprise. I remember this switch puzzle. So yeah, we have these 3. Now, earlier in the episode, I mentioned the GBA edition and the fact that the dragons come back. So yeah, this is another cool part of the story. It seems there was a bunch of stuff that got cut, possibly story elements too. Maybe they were all going to have Opera House style extra things. Then when the GBA edition came out, what they do is they give you an extra dungeon called the Dragon's Den. All of these bosses come back, but supercharged, much stronger, and that's quite cool, because as you can see in this video, I'm kind of destroying them, right? So I would love to be in the GBA edition right now and, you know, fighting new versions of them. And they get new mechanics there, which seem to be fully implemented versions of this cut data from the SNES. There's also the other story that I've told a couple of times already, that in the cut data for this game, there was this idea of the Kaiser Dragon, and no one really knew what that was. Some people thought it'd appear in the Dinosaur Forest or whatever. Well, in the GBA edition, you go to this extra dungeon, kill all the dragons again when they're much harder, and then the Kaiser Dragon is at the end, and he's like the hardest thing in the game, which is really cool. I really think a lot of love and effort went into the GBA edition. It looks like a great remaster, very faithful, looked at original dev ideas, but it's got kind of this bad reputation just because of what? The art style? I don't know. First, from some of the videos and footage I've seen of it, it looks decent to me. I like the implementation of more 3D stuff. And I just generally think that's a real shame. Look, I know it might seem a bit cartoony or kiddie, and you think that this was this ultra serious, mature, amazing game, which I would kind of question as well, frankly. But I do think it's sad that what looks like a good port with some extra meaningful content kind of gets bagged on just because of the art style. It's superficiality, and it disappoints me. I don't know, if you guys have big opinions on the GBA edition, let me know them below. Oh, the middle switch. Turned the lights off. Oh, this is awesome! See, look at it. Well, this must be reused from the World of Balance, right? Maybe. That's so cool. Put them all in the dark, and then we can turn the lights on again. Oh, no. We just put them in the dark again, I suppose. So yeah, it seems like they cut a bunch about the dragons. And I wouldn't be surprised if... Oh god, well, here we go. I'm going to fall down the trapdoor and apparently end up on the stage. So this one seems to be the most complete to me. That was not me walking in, that was the game walking me in. Here we go. So this guy looks like a T-Rex, right? If you guys have played 12, or ultimately will be following along with my LP of 12, there's a hidden boss in that game called the Earth Tyrant, and his bestiary description is that he's one of 8 sealed monsters, and he looks like a T-Rex, and he is Earth Element. Yeah, it's clearly a reference to this guy. Why 12 went so far as to reference just a single one of these dragons, I don't know. And he has a different name, the Earth Tyrant, but kind of nice. The fact they made one of these look like a T-Rex is just... perfect. I love me some dinosaurs. I guess... Oh, here's Quake. Do I want to heal that straight away? Holy shit, that was a lot of damage. Oh, we can... Wait, why are you attacking, Setzer? I never asked you to attack. Is he berserked, maybe? Hold on, we can... Oh, I can't use Espers with dual cast equipped. Is he berserked? Shit. Oh my god, we're losing this one. Okay, hold on. Right. Dual cast... Kuraga... Nobody has Reflect. Doesn't matter. We haven't done any damage to him yet anyway. And then what I will do for safety is a quick little re-raise. She's going to be a white mage for a turn. Ah, does she have Phoenix? And I can't even cast Phoenix because she has dual cast on. Yeah, she does have Phoenix, so I can't cast it, even though we could now and res and see the animation. I guess the devs didn't want you dual casting Espers. They figured that would be super OP. It's clearly not any more OP than dual casting flares or ultimas or whatever. The balance is all over the place. But because of this interaction, she has the Soul of Remaster equipped. I can't access regular magic anymore. It's replaced magic with dual cast. I have no choice but to dual cast. And when dual casting, no Espers. Or does Setzer have Phoenix? And I can't do anything with Setzer right now because I didn't hit Q and he was off there attacking. So let me just try... to remedy him. It says he's got Shell, Protect, Regen, Haste, Shell, Protect. He's not got Berserk or anything. Alright, well, you can just Phantom Rush, and I think I already have that queued. Oh god, there's another Quake. Well, that time I did queue it. Alright, so we'll just Kuraga here again. Don't die yet. No, I wanted to cast Phoenix! Oh, there you go, there's the Earth Dragon. I think Setzer essentially soloed him. Oh my god, have we even given Mog a chance to use this spear? Oh my god. Another strategy there, by the way, is you can go into that fight with Float on everyone and Quake will do nothing. He has a special ability called 50 Gs. In fact, I really kind of want to show that to you guys. Oh, we got a Magus Rod there as well. 2 dragons remaining, these guys say. Looks like you saved the day for us once again. So he has a special interaction with this ability called 50 Gs. And he will only cast that when you have float, and it's supposed to turn the float off. So there's a strategy where what you do is you go into the fight with float already equipped. You know, you go abilities, you go magic. Float can be used out of combat. And by doing this, you sort of open up with a free turn here. Obviously, Mog's dead. You open with a free turn. If you equip the Angel Rings relic as well, Wings relic, then that becomes unstrippable float, so he's just going to keep trying to spam 50 Gs and he won't be able to get it off of you. His weakness as well is sleep, so you can send him to sleep and then just use magic to kill him. So lots of nice little strats. Now, as far as items are concerned, here's the Magus Rod. And this is basically like the best rod here. A rod that boosts its wielder's magic, huge amounts of magic boost. And, you know, good for straight go, realm, go. Yeah, if you guys remember, the gimmick with rods is like on hits. You know, like there's a rod that would cast Feara on hit. There's the healing rod, which heals on hit. This one is like the final best one. And I guess its gimmick is it has no on hit effect. It's just boosting your magic really, really high. Only 2 places to get it. Literally from killing this guy, who's quite hard, or going to the Colosseum and betting the other really OP rod that we've seen that's really annoying with Optimized, the healing rod. You know, penetrates all defenses but heals. If you bet that, then you would have got this. But you'd, by the way, have to kill a Tonberry at the Colosseum for that, and that doesn't sound too easy. Once again, as is always the case, the GBA edition added another new better rod, so that's kind of the final one. But for the regular game, this is basically the best rod, yeah. Is everybody happy now? Thank goodness! So we can't actually go down to the people, though, and get dialogue from them. What about that guy talking about the nasty surprise? What if we hit the switch again and try to go down the trapdoor again? I'm very curious, and I must know. You know, last time we were here, I really thought I'd explored everywhere, but we just didn't come up to this door at all. Oh, will he not let me through this time? That would have been quite clever. No, yeah. What happens to this switch, then? I thought that... Well, I don't even know what that does. Oh, here we go. We can fall. Wouldn't it be amazing if the dragon was back? Oh, wouldn't it be amazing if we were soft-locked? Oh, I see. We're on the stage. And, oh, we shouldn't be here. We run off. Not through the backstage area. Wow, these animations. But straight through the crowd. Phew. Do you know what occurs to me is quite cool about this hidden little scene? It's at the end game, it's repeatable, and you can have any of the party members here. So if you want to see a weird animation of like Go-Go doing the gasp or the fear or whatever face, because Terra just went through quite a few there, you could use this cutscene to see them. Okay, that's cool. Well, I think that was a fun surprise. I don't think that was nasty at all. I believe there was also a guy with a bit of dialogue out here, right? Or Once Upon a Time, maybe not. I guess I'm imagining that. There wasn't a guy up in the rafters, was there? I don't think so. Well, there you go. So that's the 8 dragons, guys. Or at least the first 6 of them. I still wish I could drop this 4-ton thing. And we've seen basically all the end game here. Join me next time. I don't even really know how to outro or prep for this. This is crazy. Join me next time for the final episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy VI, the 2022 Pixel Remaster, in which we will climb Kefka's tower. We will fight the final 2 dragons. We will unlock this secret power that was referred to at Albrook a second ago, and see what the end of the game is like, and the last little bits of dialogue. Well, we have everyone here, guys, ready to finish the fight. Thanks very much. Doing a bit of a Halo marketing buzzword there for you. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought in the comments. See you next time. Alright, we're going in. Oh my god, yeah, and we get 3 parties all at once. Oh, I'm gonna have to decide who the 2 people are that have to stay behind. Oh, imagine doing this when you only have 3 characters. I've got to watch some videos of that. Hey guys, so yeah, I hope that was alright. I know it's a little bit shorter, just because again, it was going to be a part of the other episode. I did a bit more black and white sections, just to add a bit more info, help the runtime. Hopefully that wasn't annoying or anything. I'll see you next time for the finale.